Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. It's 1985 and I thought we'd start today by watching Procession o' Trucks coming in and out of the primary hub here at whatever town it is. It's not really at a town, it's in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, the reason I'm watching trucks is because we've been trying to upgrade the throughput. There's some oil turned up, look. We're trying to be upgrading the throughput that we have for our hubs in the last couple of episodes, moving stuff around, getting it rolling, and hopefully making sure that our end lines that head out to the various towns are getting suitably supplied. It's working, but every time one bit of it stalls, and that's usually due to my taking my eye off the ball when setting up a new train or setting up a new line, it breaks the whole thing temporarily. I do believe, however, that everything is back under control now. I haven't looked. We're about 2 months away from the end of the last episode, so... oh, look at that. Look at some more oil. Get it going. As long as most of these trucks are running full, we're making cash. Right, let's slow it back down again. There we go. This is the normal speed that you get. Clearly, Volvo have something of a monopoly over truck. Well, no, I'm not even clearly. They do. Volvo have a very clear monopoly at the present time. Oh, my goodness, I think that is the fewest goods I have ever seen at this station since it opened. How's the other side looking? The other side's looking, well, it's thinner than usual, but not empty. The bad news, however, is that we've got no production line usage, nothing. Details. Oh, what? What have I done? I can't, that should be working. Okay. Maybe that's just switched off for the moment. Because there was some issue with getting sufficient iron ore to the steel mill, which was one of the things we upgraded last time around that we broke initially. What have we got waiting here? Did I see some slag waiting here? There we go. Lots of slag waiting here. That's a good thing. Okay, well look, we've got, well, there's steel coming. That's all right. Where's the nearest iron train? Let's see if these two idiots have snagged up again. No, there we go. A full load coming. Well, almost full load. 305 of 306. That's positive. The coal is underway again. I think it's just ramping back up. And if we've got that right, then the lumber mill should be back in operation by the end of today's show. Okay, right. Let's all just breathe deep and have some faith that this is going to pay off. If this works, we should see a heck of a lot of steel being generated almost immediately. I would expect that we've got some coal in stock already. That's what I'd expect. Let's see. There we go. Is it going to go steel, 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 steel? Ever so gently, but that's good enough. All right, as long as that's rolling, then that's all going to work. Right, anyway, today's objective, as previewed last time around, is we're going to build a new airline route. In fact, we might not even bother, because these chaps will be bringing the fruits of labour back with them. These will quite happily carry goods. I would upgrade the entire fleet, but we have still got to have the tiny little... I'm going to say Dornier, but it isn't. It's Junkers, which is the train one must have in order for, the plane, I should say, one must have in order for these routes to work. But we're focusing our attention up here at the goods airport at Luzerne, where we're going to start making goods in the very literal sense. Right here, we're going to be providing planks and plastic to make goods. It's going to be expensive, because the only source of plastic is all the way up there. So stick around, that's going to be a lot of fun for all of us. Okay then, first up, we want to run rail. You know, I'm a train kind of a guy, and therefore rail is what we want to do. So I'm going to do a station here. And my thinking is I put a station in somewhere like that, and that we ramp our goods trains onto there, because we're going to want to get, yeah, we're going to want to get corn from there. Well, no, we could corn from here. I wonder. So we could run corn up to there and then back out to here and then back out to there. And maybe put 2 or 3 trains on that route. This could work. And we've got a station here already. Oh, well, that's a cost saving. You're going to need to remodel it, though. It's the wrong kind of station at the moment, because we want a terminal rather than a whatever that is, terminal. No, you want a through station, not a terminal. Right. Okay. Let's start with the difficult bit. Here we go. Now then, the difficult. I describe this as the difficult bit because I suspect quite strongly that some level of fighting is going to be... Why is it not making the bulldozing noise? I like the bulldozing noise. Yeah, some level of fight is going to be had in getting a station in the first place. So I'm going to spend the money and smooth some of this out. Yeah, I know it's a little optimistic, but in the hope that we can get a station in here. Right, let's see what we're looking at. Good station. This one can be a freight terminal, although... No, I don't. Okay, no, I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. Right, this one, we will just use one of these. It's going to need to be relatively long, possibly a little on the bendy side as well. Anyway, it's going to go that way. We don't want to cut straight through the mountain here if we're heading down over there, or do we? Maybe we do. The important bit is that we can talk to a bit of road. So how about, we're only going to need one platform. We just got to get it set in. And in fact, this isn't as long as I would like it to be. Now, obviously, we don't need it to be super long, because the game will let you get away with that. Let's just try putting some. Try putting a kink on it and seeing if that helps. It probably won't, but you know, we'll give it a look. Where else could we potentially? Will it fit in anywhere? First off, unable to align the terrain. Anyone? Anything? No. Okay. Right. Well, that's that established. This is why I suspected this was going to be the case. That we'd need to smooth this out some. What's the best way we're going to do that? Let's get this out. Let's brush strength medium and then decrease some terrain height here. No, I don't think this is going to make it much better immediately, but I think it buys us a fighting chance. Contours. This is the time to use the contour tool. So if I make a big flat bit of similarly heighted terrain. No, wrong way. I've got the money for this, obviously, but you know, we want to try and get it right. There you go. You made that bit there too low. You're going to need to fill it in. That's what the smoothing tool's for. So if we keep pushing this back, I've spent 3 million on this already, and we're still going. Yeah, I love the man's confidence. Right, okay, fill the hole in. Actually, we might not need to. See? Haha. Almost. So if we get in about there, in fact, we might not even need curvature at this point. Well, we probably will. Because the trick is to be able to connect to a bit of road. Now, I've also smoothed out more than I needed to there, but, you know, no one's going to hold that against me. Right, let's smooth this away. Now, I mean, it's immediately going to become a tunnel anyway because we're going underground. And so, you know, that's not a concern. What do we got here? The second class, S-Bahnwagen. Good. I've got those already, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I've got those and I'm running them. Maybe this is a reissued, you know, special edition version or some such. And look, about there is where I want you. I mean, we can decrease the length of the station if it's going to make you happy. I don't want to spend too much. There we go. That might be it. Right. Okay. Let's get some road up here. Give me some road up here. Get road here. There we are. Small country. That'll do. Right. If we whip that around there. Yeah, I know it's on a bank. That's gonna add a bit of complexity to things. There we go. We got it. That was it. Too much slope. Not bothered about too much slope. Don't care. Right there, £500,000. It's all in range. Sold. We'll take it. Ugliest piece of design in the history of this episode. But the episode is still young, friends. There is plenty more chance for ugly design to come up. Let's just even these banks a little bit. Brush strength high. Brush strength, let's not mess about. Get it done. There we go. That's it. Because, of course, we're printing money hand over fist at the moment, and that should continue. Everything is set up to make a goodly amount of cash. We just want to get this going as well, because this is going to be expensive to maintain initially. You see, contile lines are fatal, because now I'm going, no, can't have this dip. Get rid of it. Wallop. Right, turn them off, turn that off, turn this off, give me some track, and away we go. Right, here we go. Straight off into the wild blue yonder, or the wild mountain yonder. Where are we going? Hold on. Please hold. There we go. We're going over that way. Right, and we want to be going down. Gently does it, though. We can go aggressively down, but that's going to affect our return speed. So, all right, okay. Where's that got us when we arrive out at Incursion? This piece of rail is quite high, but we are travelling as the crow flies. Although, that said, I'm not even targeting the right bit. That's the bit I want to be targeting. This is a 60 million quid bit of track. I said the whole thing was going to cost me about 60 million. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, what if we... yeah, see, we do that, and we actually save some money in the process. But that's the very steep slope that you wanted to avoid, remember? Look, I'm going to run electrics on this, so it shouldn't be too phased by a healthy amount of slopage. That should be fine. Right, keep going. And we want to go on the flat for this next section. There'll be another downhill for you in a moment. I'm going to fix this road now because I won't remember to do it later. There we go. Under would be ideal. Thank you. Here we are. See, look. That's that fixed immediately. That's another rarity. Right, and then we head down and we're going to land around here somewhere. So I'm going to set that up first. There we go. And that. Now, I know I've broken it, but we're coming through. So, right, let's hit pause because this is going to be a straight switch we're going to conduct here. We're going to switch it for this amazing looking automatronic train station. Automatronic, friends, get used to it. It's the new thing. Transition tracks. We don't need transition tracks, but I'm not going to put one on anyway. That's something to do when we make this more exciting in the future. So we'll plunk that in there. The only issue being, is it going to be close enough to the field for it to work? If it is, then this is going to be glorious. Road, please. We'll go straight there. No. We'll go out a little bit. And then we'll go straight there. No. We'll go out a little bit. That's it. The roads, that field's forfeit anyway. We're going to just get rid of it. And voila. Now, are you in range? Oh dear. Looks like it might not. No, it is. It's in range. Excellent. Right. Okay. Well, that's paid off far more painlessly than I'd anticipated. Right, so that's just going to carry on working as it was doing for the kind of the minor goods line, the minor food line that we've got going there. But meanwhile, we can also then work on something like this. Right, so we go all of this way, and then we connect it up to here, and the game will just kind of go, yeah, I'll figure that out for you. Terrific. Yeah, no, that's exactly what we wanted. Brilliant. Where's the green tick? We'll take it. Thank you. Don't wrap it. I'll ride it home. Well, that's perfect. Now from here, so now we've got our goods. No, we haven't. What have we got? What have we managed to do here? We've managed to take corn and turn it into plastic. We now have yes. Wow, it's really not that complicated. I'm making a right meal of understanding here, but no, we've got this right. So from there, we can then run off from here in this direction. But before we do so, let's make sure we know where the hell we're going. Right, we're going over there with some plastic. Okay, easy ma-peasy. What are we running up and down here? Oh, hello, we've got spare tracks. That's helpful, right? Okay, where do these go at the moment? They currently go nowhere. We're going to be interfering with a main line. In fact, we're interfering with the fast main line. Well, that's going to be an adventure. Let's do it. If we've got track already waiting for us, let's not make life any more difficult by trying to encourage any more development. Something about there. That's a bit more of a curve than I'd like, because we need to get around the edge. How much of a kink has that put? Yeah, see, that's horrible. I did say that the day was still young for coming up with track that was worse looking. Right, let's do this. Now you're still running old school on that, so I'll honour the old school by keeping that as is. There we go. That's bought me a bit more space, and then we'll run out with the new stuff along here, and then we'll see if that makes it any neater, which it should do, and has done. Now, passing tracks, friends. We need to have a serious conversation about passing tracks. Don't know. We need some, but I'm going to worry about that in a bit. We'll just get this running first, and then see where we get to. So we are now on this whichever track this is, which is being used by something. I'm sure of it. Let's bring up the interrogator. Yeah, so we're running on the upstream yellow line. Okay. Which means I need another junk. I need to diamond that up, but they are too far apart to diamond properly. Okay, well there is option B, whereby we come in on the next track over instead. Now that does foil my plans that I had for adding other passenger stations, but to be honest, at this stage in this series of the show, we might not get to that anyway. So here's that loose line. Right, there we go. Now, how are you going to get over there? You could cross all those lines and be a massive inconvenience to everybody. We could go under, which I don't think you're going to pop up in time. And last time I checked, there wasn't such a thing as an underground goods station. Or we go over, and there isn't really room enough to do that. All right, let's try option 1 and see what we get. What we get right now is just a certain amount of hesitation from the game there, going, really? You definitely want to do this. Right, what we'll do, we'll replace that angle there, which is where it was already, I know. And then we'll just whap it over here. It's colliding with the tunnel mouth. That signal is the only thing in the way at the moment. Now, the reason for coming out is it allows us a little bit more speed as we cross over all of this lot. Now, that signal that... I know you're colliding with the tunnel again. At what stage do we not interfere with the tunnel? You're not trying to cross over the tunnel, are you? Because that's not ideal. Construction not possible. Okay. There we go. Right, there. That is where we can build. And actually, that line doesn't look half bad. But colliding again, aren't we? No, we're not. Okay, no, it looks good. This is a good looking line. At which point we have succeeded, hooray for us, in delivering plastic. And inconveniencing every fast train that we've got on the service. Can't have it all, but there you go. Right, now then, let's put some signals on here, because if I forget later on, we'll interfere with every known piece of operation in the land. Right about there. Yeah, so this goods train is going to give way to absolutely give way to absolutely everything, because I expect it's going to be relatively long. So we come into the station with a healthy load of, by this point, plastic. Ta-da! And then we just need some planks. Okay, let's hunt them down. Everybody look for the planks. There's some wood. And I think there's a plank shop up here somewhere. Hello, plank shop. There it is, right there. Actually, that's pretty close. That's not too bad at all. Now, we could run planks from the plank shop by ship straight here. That's pretty tempting. It's not as efficient. Plus, you've still got to get lumber to the plank shop in the first place. There isn't a better source of lumber near there, is there? No, doesn't look like it. There's another lumber source. Is there a plank shop that you can use that is more effective than that one? Does not look like it. Okay. All right. So I guess we're running from here to there. Now, I mean, if I was a total coward, we could do it by truck, but I'm not, so we won't. We're not going to use... we should go through on the Wolfenschiessen... beautiful bit of Wolfenschiessen construction that we've got going on here. I don't know, it depends. Where's I've lost my planks again. Here they go. Well, we're coming from up here, so actually we barely touched. We're going to cross over the Wolfenschiessen line there. At best. And again, this is going to be another one that's going to fight me for putting my station in. Now here's the alternative. The benefit this has is that it is on the flat, so this is in the lowlands. That's the hypertrain line, which we don't really want to interfere with. It's having enough trouble making money as it is. We could do the whole thing by ship, but it's just going to be too slow. All right, okay. Let's experiment with some stationing here and see what we can get out of it. Hello, I'd like to build a station here, please. What do you think? Unable to align terrain. Get used to that as an idea. Really? Are you sure you're unable to align the terrain? Oh yes, quite sure. Yeah. The one thing that we can't do here is align your terrain for you. All right. Well, look, I'm pretty flexible as to where we live. That would be nice. Do we think we can make that work? To the terrain tools. Right. Let's just whack a straight line through there. Contours on. Right. We'll just push that out, and we'll keep pushing it until we get enough space to play with, and hope that'll do the trick. There you go. Just try that on. Now, what you're looking at here is that worked. Okay, grand, good, yes. Right. Then we'll go back to the terrain tools and just no. That's not the smoothing. That's the smoothing. There you go. All right, good. Well, that's another successful bit of station build. From here, we then go on the track. Where to get rid of these contours, ugly things. We're going all the way down there. So I'm going to come around the mountain and let's see what happens. All right, down, please. Yeah. Now, the thing is, how down do we actually need to get? Should ask James Brown to give me some pointers. We appear to be quite a long way underneath that rock. All right, okay, we are emerging at ground level. Excellent. Well, that's good. This has gone far easier than I initially anticipated. And we're in business. Hello, cars. Got some news for you. Right, now, we could cut through Wolfenschiessen, but where's my peel-off? Oh, look, the peel-off's here, look. All right. I have heard your requests to have a goods train interfering with passenger services in several episodes. You personally might not have asked for it, but some people definitely did. Take it up with them. I like to keep everything running smoothly, but some people, they want to watch the world burn. And in this case, they want to watch a train getting in the way of everything. And that's what we're going to get. Right, okay. And then we want another line coming back like that. We're going to need some signals. Because obviously it's going to come back in a similar way. So, oh, hold on. Autosave, everybody. Do the autosave dance. Thank you. And, right. Put a signal on there. And coming back the other way, we're going to stick a signal on here. Bosh. Right. Is that everything we need? I could move this signal a little bit closer, which I will. Get rid of that one. I don't even know what I'm running on here. I think I'm running class 37s up and down here, and that's okay because they're not too quick. You say that as though it's a good thing. It is a good thing. There we go. What are we running? That is not a class 37. That is a German. Oh, yes, this is where I'm running these, what look like they should be part of a multiple unit. But for some reason, the actual multiple unit loco isn't present in the game. Unless I've missed it. Can't rule that out. And then let's get a bit of a queuing signal situation here. Right. Yeah. So we're going to rattle through town with a goods train. That's going to be good. That's going to... Oh, there. All the views that we will get from that will be splendid. And then once we get out of town, we've got a signal here already. Then we shall make our merry way around the corner here. Now, the ideal scenario at this point would be to then take the lumber to the goods station. Yeah. Okay, right. Don't build that yet. Let's get rid of this. Let's actually build our receiving end station, shall we? So we want to take the lumber from here up to the plastic factory, right? The planks to the plastic factory. Now, this Interlaken route here, I've got an Interlaken obsession. This route actually could work for that because it goes around the mountain really close to where we need to go. Oh, it's going to snarl up my passenger services, but it is the right move. Okay, fine. In which case we're going to want this station because we're going to carry on through. Bit of curvy, please. Like this? Yes, exactly like that. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging to get in there, but it's going to help us. No, because you're just backing back onto the... what are you doing? It doesn't need to be curvy. Well, curvy might help a little, but it doesn't need it because you're going to come in at an angle anyway. What do you think of that? I don't know, but it wasn't very expensive, so let's try it out and see what happens. So from here, we'll come out onto there. Quite a slow corner. But then, coming back out the other way, we want to end up on there. Like that. That's a reasonable piece of track laying right there. That's what that is. Right, bang on another signal here, and stick another one on there. Yes, I know this blocks my junction for anything incoming, but frankly, if I've got two lumber trains that close together, I have got something very, very wrong. Right, okay, well, this just became way more exciting. Okay, so the lumber has come in, it's interfered with passenger services coming all the way up here, we've done a drop-off, it's been turned into planks, we're heading back out again. We're going to do all this for reals in a minute, and now it'll be even more exciting. And then we head down this way, yes, and don't miss the turning, there we are, it's over there. Come down over here, there's the existing turning that's going into that station. So we're going to want to do something similar, probably around there, but I don't think we'll get round that corner in order to meet with the incoming plastic. But at least that shows us where it's going to be. And because I like this station so much, we're going to use it again. Right, I want 2 tracks, please. We're going to 320 meters long, high speed, yes. Transit tracks, oh, I would, but I don't think we need to. Right. There we go. If we come in about there, it's going to look beautiful, is what it's going to look. About there. Yes? Actually, let's go 3 tracks. We're going for reasons that I shouldn't need to explain. Right about there. Okay, right. Now, let's make sure that will connect up to the factory. Otherwise, you know, all of this is for naught. It does. It's not for naught. And then we'll... this has actually gone in a straight line remarkably easily. Connect that up to there, just in case people want that. Connect this one up onto platform 1 would be ideal. Although, it doesn't really matter. You can have platform 2 if you like. But we're going to do it in a straight line if we possibly can. That is not a straight line. Don't delete back too far. Thank you. All right, here we go. What do you want? 1 or 2? 1's bad, 2's better. That is that solved. Right, we've got a signal on there. That's all good. Right, now then, so this one is going to come out this way, delicately around the corner, onto there. To be honest, I can't see this working, but it looks like it is. Well, Stoner Crows. Yeah, there you go. That worked. Huh. I'll take it. So we're coming out this way. Of course, that is wrong. Yeah, I know. That you've connected to the wrong track. That's not the track you wanted to connect to. Have another go. You got it right with such aplomb the first time around that I can't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to do the same thing again. All right, here we go. Let's get a shot of that. And this one, please. Yeah, I know. You don't really want to, but you can. That's the important bit. There we are. Groovy. Okay, so that's that one dealt with. And again, let's put the signal on. Right about there. Yes. And then coming back out again, you need to go get some more logs. Okay? Where are you going to get those from? Well, presumably where you got them from before. So probably get it back onto there and create a create a junction. So that first bit of track that I built actually wasn't redundant after all. Right, get as far as there. That's nice. We really are going to be into... Oh, well, okay, you wanted trouble on the passenger line. You got it, buddy. Do it like that. signal on there to try and give something that is trying to move a little bit faster the right of way. We're going to need loads of interstitial signals up and down here. In fact, oh no, I've already got a merger going on. This is already a very busy segment of my network. But who said that, I don't know, something. Yes, there, wise words indeed. Right, okay, we'll peel off from here. Wait, is that peeling off? It is peeling off. Peel off from there onto the lumber line. Right, and that is how you do that. Well, gosh, now all we have to do is figure out exactly what was going on before I started deleting things and randomly laying track, and get it all working. Should we have level crossings a go here, or shall we, you know, bridge it? No, let's have level crossings. Why not? We've created inconvenience enough already. Let's do some more of it. There we are. Yeah. It's not like I send road traffic up and down there. I've long since moved past such things. Right. Ta-da! Job done. Well, in the next episode. No. We can't do that. No, hold on. We're not finished. Oh, what? No, we haven't. Because now we need to find a way to get our completed goods. Oh, yeah. You didn't really look this through when you were doing the survey, did you? Completed goods over to the airport. Why the airport, I hear you cry. Well, we've got to get over to the airport because that's going to be where we distribute. And I think I might bottle it at this point and use trucks, given that we've already got good truck distribution happening. Excuse me. We've got good truck distribution already happening over there. Yes. I don't see a better solution at this present time. It would be nice to get a station in there, and we do have track, but that is the high-speed line, although I can't rule out that I just really interfered with the high-speed line. We've also got this really nice bridge, but to be honest, if I was going to do this, I'd build another bridge over there, and we'd take the short route. We're going to take the short route. We're going to bottle it. There is enough high-risk nonsense within this bit of build already, without me trying to make it any more ridiculous. So if we made this a drive-through, how would that help anything? It wouldn't. A high-cap road station, a cargo station, medium city. Now, this might not be a city, but if we don't tell anybody that, we should be fine. There we go. So hopefully that will fill up with goods. If it doesn't fill up with goods, then all of this is just going to be incredibly expensive, and I'll be bankrupt in about, I don't know, about 20 minutes if you want to hang around. Let's go asphalt country roads, 80 kilometers an hour. That looks like a country road. There we go. And over to there. Nice and easy. There's room for ships to get underneath. It's made of stone. No. We don't make anything out of stone. Not in this parallel universe of the Alps. Right, Grant. Now then, let's start putting things together. We're going to need... let's start at the beginning. So you're going to need corn to plastic. Corn, plastic. Right, okay. Yeah. Charts. Definitely need charts. Then, for the next one, we're going to want... this is going to be your lumber plank, right? Do you want me to look? It bothers me that you weren't doing that properly, and that should be it, right? So this is really only 3 lines. Feels like more, and then this is going to be goods distribution. Where do we want to send it to? I need to upgrade these. These aren't going to be anything like big enough. Right, anyway, we'll concern ourselves with that in a moment. Where actually are we? Stands, apparently. Stands, goods factory distribution. All right, that way we can, you know, we can lock our minds on that and go, this is the goods factory that we're distributing here. Right, you know what? I'm going to put some trucks on that immediately because the smart thing to do is to work backwards all the time. I say smart. Now, we only need to transport goods. We could use one of the funkier wagons here. All right, find me a funky wagon then. This one here. This Dr. Trailenstein. All right, have we got another one? This flatbed. That's nice. Oh, what about these with a crane? Oh, okay. And these? They do goods as well. All right, okay, here we go. We're going to have one of those. That's where I expected the game to crash, but it didn't. So we're all good. We'll have one of those. Yeah, I'm interested to see how these turn around in that tiny little truck stop. We'll have one with a digger. Yeah, because they all carry goods, look. What else? No, grain, no. Grain, no, no. Come on, one of you's got to carry goods. Come on. No, livestock. No, not interested in livestock. Like this one. That carries goods. We'll take it. What about this DHL truck? We'll take that too. All right, I'm keeping it eclectic. There we go. Right, set line on the stands goods factory distribution. Stands goods factory distribution. This might break the game. I should really save, shouldn't I? I should save the game before doing anything else. Get that game saved. Do it now. Save the game. Oh, all right then. Here we go. Series 3. That's where we are. Yes. For those moments where you can't fully trust autosave. Right, okay. Now then. That's that bit done. So next up is going to be corn plastic, which will get a better name in a moment. But we start at corn here. We head up to plastic here. Yeah, does that work? It might be easier to see if it wasn't in grey. There we go. Let's give it yellow. That's a good corn colour. And then to the factory. Kandersteg Annex. We go to the factory here at Sarnenholt before getting in the way of everything. Although right now this actually... no, I think this is a dedicated line now, isn't it? Okay, fine. Okay, you're not interfering with everything. Good job. Have a medal. But the turnaround on this line is going to be extremely long. So I'm going to want to double track it. And I suspect the best place to do that is as it heads up towards the plastic end of the thing. So let's do that now. It's not too much curvature. I'm not creating a curve. I'm creating a splinter. There we are, that, and then I'm going to create quite a bit here. That, although you know that's expensive. So, do you really want? Yes, I am. We're gonna merge back over here when we break the surface. Terrain alignment collision. It shouldn't be. I'm snapped most of the way there. Oh, or am I? I don't really know. There we go. Let's try that. Get as far as there. Yeah, that's a good way to spend 4 million quid. Yeah, love it. And then out as far as that. There we go. Yeah, I know. I'm throwing all caution to all winds at this point as far as frugality is concerned. We're just going to spend and get this done because we can afford it. So that's my queuing point. So I can run a minimum of 2 on there. Well, no, actually, I can run a minimum/maximum of 2 on there, although with the addition of some signals. If I can get this one on the other side of the line, like that. There we go. I can now run 3. And then if I do it again down here, I can run 4, but they're going to be horribly bunched up, which is not what we want at all. There we go. Right. Okay, so there's 4 blocks on that line. Which will probably do. Signals. Okay, right, good. Corn plastic, ready to rumble. In fact, I don't even need to look at Stan's Good factory distribution hub goods, because that's all fixed. Next, we're going to need to go on a lumber quest. Not a lumbar quest. That's a slightly different beast. Lumber quest. There we go. No, that's plastic. Well done. The ability to spot these things first time is pretty important. Here we go. So we go that one into Kirshen West, out to, my goodness me, this is a bad move. Out to Wolfenschiessen North. All of this is routing absolutely perfectly. It is routing absolutely perfectly, but I guess that's because I've already got signals employed to handle this kind of thing. Then we go to Sarnenholt, which it's also figured out, and then it comes back the opposite way, which it's also figured out. Smart game. There we go. Now, there's plenty of room in there for multiple trains already. I don't need to double-check any of that. Or do I? Yes, I do. I need to put one on there. We've already got one just before the mainline merger, so that should be fine. Right, good. I think we're ready to buy some trains, people. Right, let's do the lumber first, since I've just been thinking about that, and I'm gonna do it the lazy way, and we'll just bang a very cheap. In fact, I could do this for both of them, can't I? All right, we're gonna bung a slightly less cheap and cheerful than I was originally planning depot out the end of here. Right, and something. It's going to have to be quite a skinny depot. This one. That's not a depot. Ah, glad you spotted that. This one's quite short, I think. There we are. That'll do it. Now then, if I line that up. We'll go as close to this bit of road as we can, but I want to keep it in line with the track. Something like that. You can do that, and then from the same point, you can do this. And if I'm very lucky, you can do that. I'm not that lucky. Ho-hum. Well, nothing comes out on the third line anyway. I was only doing this to make it look nice. Too much curvature. Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. Let's get rid of that. And then we'll go from here, like that. See, that looks awkward. Right, good. Now then, what do we want to run on here? We said electric. I have burned quite a lot of cash here, haven't I? Let's talk to the depot. Talk to the depot. Right. Hello, depot. How are you today? How do you feel about electric trains, depot? Because I'm feeling like electric trains. Just bring me the train menu. Look, all this softly stuff is only any good if you pay attention. Right, here we go. What have we got? Now, we've already used this this Dutch number, so we've got the EMD, which has got the grunt that we want for this job. It's not the most up-to-date piece of kit, but it's relatively up-to-date. I'm going to take it. We're going to go with this. We could go Amtrak, I suppose. No, this does 200 kilometers an hour. It's an absolute beast. Right, okay, well, yeah, I'll have it. Thank you. And then, as far as wagons are concerned, freight. Hold on. Do we want something that does 200 kilometers an hour? Do we? Because I don't think we do. Because we haven't got a state car that does 200 kilometers an hour. This does 160. All right, well, what's the appropriate loco for that? Hold on, let's put some of these on here. About 300 ought to do the trick. Electric. That only does 137. That does 180. See, we could go Dutch with this again. That's what, 2 million a year versus this, which is 1.9 million. No, we'll take it. That's fine. It's a bargain. No, that's value. That's VFM. That is. What about electric multiple units? Look at this Japanese stuff I've got going on that I didn't pay any attention to. Oh, I should definitely use some of those. Right, we'll have 2 of these because, holy cow. Hold on, I've changed my mind on the second one. Thanks then, bye. We almost ran out of money there. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Right, you are going on lumber plank. Go. We'll pause because I want to watch all of this. Also, I want to go watch... I know we want to go and watch the wacky trucks. We're going to go watch the wacky trucks, don't you worry. Right, meanwhile, we're going to buy another train that looks remarkably similar to the last one, except it's going to be carrying corn and plastic. So this EMD AEM7 is making a name for itself already. Now, how fast do these container trucks go? I'm hoping for 160 at least. 160 at least. Oh, well, fair enough. Capacity 30, so we need 10 of these in total. No, we'll go in more than that. 1, yeah. 2, yeah. Oh, that's a rear. Hold on. Stick the rear one at the back. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, that's a front. Okay, well, we'll buy the front. All right, and then we'll move it. Or not, as the case may be. No, we can do all of this. All right, and then we move the train down. And then we move the train. Would you mind getting to the front where you're supposed to be? We're not going to push it. Oh, we'll do it this way then. You know, if they've gone to the effort of labelling things front and back, then, you know, then we'll abide by that. How many have I got there? 4. Oh, right, okay, 5. Yeah, that's good. 6, 7. Yeah. Any more? No. Right. Okay. 8, 9. What are we thinking? You said 10 originally. That's 10. Oh yeah, but you appear to still be going. That's 11, 12. Yeah, that's what, 360. 13, 14, and 15. Right, okay, that's plenty. Right, you really do not need any more than that at the moment on a line that is currently producing nothing. Set line onto corn plastic, please. Stations 2 and 3 are not connected. Are you sure? Now that to me feels like a bit of missing electrification. Stations 2, which is Kandersteg Annex, which is up in the mountains. Now this station is electrified, I'm fairly certain of that. If it's not, that's a dilemma. It is, it's not a dilemma. But having the are you electrified indicator up is going to be helpful. There we are. What's going on here? If we electrify that, all of a sudden it starts working again. Hooray! Okay, good. I think that's going to work. Okay, right. We're going to watch the trains, and then we're going to watch some wacky trucks, and then I shall fast forward a little bit, and we shall see if this works. I know, I could see them. I saw them. There were wacky trucks on the bridge there. Right, here we go. This is the... Oh, no, we're going to get everything at once. Here you go. Brace yourselves. We've got our exciting-looking cargo dock. We've got our... intercontinental ballistic missile truck. We do not want to watch how this thing takes the corner. Perhaps we do. The train's quite boring by comparison. Check this out for a bit of cornering. No, he's through the fence. Oh, through the other fence as well. Oh, it's a disaster. It's a, you know, this is either a scene out a convoy or the parade has come to town. I think it's a little of both. And okay, yes, maybe I went a little bit silly with all of this stuff, and using these sparingly once in a while here and there is the way to go. What's that one up to? Oh, no, that's the tail end of this. It's not an ICBM, it's a tank of some description. Okay, right, well, you know, it's not broken the game, they're moving. Now, these are supposed to do 80 kilometers an hour. I'm honestly not feeling it, but we'll trust in that one. Meanwhile, there goes the lumber train off to lumber, and then here comes the corn plastic train off to corn plastic. Well, it's going to be interesting to see if any of this works. But these containers look splendid, and this I do wonder how often this crane is just going to be hoiking this evergreen container up and down, kind of going, what do you mean you don't want it there? Well, where do you want it? Oh, flipping it, I only just moved it. All right, I'll put it back. And he gets to the other end and he goes, what are you talking about? No. You told me a minute ago you didn't want it down there. I just moved it from there after you told me you didn't want it down. I'm not doing it. Oh, all right, I'll do it again. But, you know, keep yourself in mind there. It's a little bit of role play, folks. This isn't much of a role play channel, I admit, but, you know, there it is. No, hold on. Where are we going? Where are we going this time? We're picking up this FedEx container. And where are we going to stick that? I reckon it's going to be over to the left somewhere. Or are we going? Oh, we're transitioning. Oh, yes. Are you going to plop it on top of that last one? You are, aren't you? Yeah, clever little thing. I like it. Now, what would be especially cool, and actually this is what I would like to see for goods in the future, is that goods trains actually do take a sizable amount of time to load up. So if, for example, you're running something like coal or iron or something like that, that you have to drive your hopper wagons underneath the filler. And when you're talking about goods, you have to have them loaded up, or have, you know, teams of dudes loading up your stuff. Don't know how that'll work on a practical basis, but on a visual basis, it will look brilliant. Right, where are we? So over here should be, there's the corn plastic there. It's fine. I wasn't expecting it to have anything already. I'm half anticipating in the comments for someone to be saying, you know, those containers you've got on there, they don't do corn and plastic, right? They do. They definitely do. Right, you've got to get all the way up there. I ought to check how long these routes are. Right, 11 minutes on corn plastic. Lumber plank is 9 minutes. That's enough for it to work. Meanwhile, are we seeing any corn yet? Not yet. Okay. We can wait. But it's good to see that we've got livestock back on there again. That's helpful. Right, nothing's going to be happening there for a bit. Where's the adventure going to be? The adventure's going to be the lumber train. Is that it? Could be. It's not. Lumber train, where are you? Here it is. Right, that's the lumber train. How's this doing? Is it using the line yet? No, it's not. Because we're still completing our first circuit. Now, some people say you have to wait until the end of the first month of operations before it kicks off. But I've always held that it's the first time you complete the circuit. Now, as it happens, those two might be a very similar length of time. But, you know, we can't rule that out. Right, I'm now going to skip forward until, it's March 1986. I'm going to skip forward to the end of the year so that we can see whether this has worked or not. I'm not even going to move the camera. We'll just stay put. Okay, so I said December. It's not going to be December. It's July. The money, as you can see, has ticked back up again, so I haven't wrecked my finances entirely, but it's working. And if I've timed this right, which I suspect I haven't quite, or maybe I have. I have timed this right. There you go. That's the first load of planks going through it. Came down with about half a full load of lumber. We're going to follow along here. But it's come back with a couple of planks because obviously as a first run, it only produced a couple in the time that the train was waiting. But we're going to see what happens because I haven't checked anywhere else yet. We'll see what happens when we arrive down at the factory itself, whether we've got anything else waiting. Now, there is the possibility of unexpected consequences here. The unexpected consequences are that since we're hooked up to the airport, the goods airport that is, that they have decided to start importing, I know it could be steel, could be planks, to help in the construction of goods. I have no idea if it's done that or not, but that could have occurred, and we'll find out if it's occurred or not in a moment. I'm going to stop here because we get a good view, and also we'll get to see if a passenger train comes herring through shortly afterwards. It actually wasn't too busy, that section of track, as you can see by the lack of trains in there at the moment. But there are definitely two different routes using that section of track. There we go. We slowed a Mirage. Cheeky. Anyway, the Mirage is going to get through there. You guys have flipping goods trains. Sorry, passengers, we're going to be late today. Goods trains. Right, okay, so we're dropping off, which is nice. Nothing waiting here, but... we've got production happening. Production's good. Right, what have we got in store? We've got nothing left in store, but those there, that is goods. Right there, it's working. Right, this is the comedy vehicles are too comedy. We're going to replace them up for straight trucks to make this actually effective. Something that carries goods that is slightly unusual. We'll go with this trailered approach. We'll take that, please. And replace now. Yes, please. I know, they're fun to have flapping around the place, but they're just not practical. We'll use proper trucks for proper distribution, thank you very much. I've no idea where these goods are going, but the hope is that eventually they do end up catching a plane back to the other end of the line, because it will make those planes that we're already running quite a lot more profitable. Now, let's go catch up with the corn train. So as you can see, we've got corn being produced. There's logs being produced. Now it's just a question of finding the ruddy train. Here's a food train, look. Yeah, I know. Food train. Where is it? There's plastic being produced. This is all good. And I think the train's just arrived. Ah, marvellous. There we go. So this has worked. Now, it's going to take a little while. Look at that. Containers on board. Beautiful. Nice bit of kernel cam there to wrap it up. Anyway, there you go. So that's working. Now, hopefully, by the time you return, this will be working with even greater aplomb than it is already. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks very much for watching today. I'm rather pleased with how this went. Let's have a quick look at the balance sheet. 91 million in construction costs, but that pales into insignificance when you look at the 113 million we've spent on vehicles. Yeah, and I've still got 60 million left in the bank, so what the hey? There we go. That's some more plastic on the go there. It's not a lot more plastic, but it's some, and that's a start. Anyway, chuck a like at this one if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on what happens next. We'll ride through the tunnel, and I'll be back very soon with a little more of the same. In the next episode, we're going to head up to Blenio and see what's going on up there. And yeah, all right, we'll look at the Looper. Maybe the Looper will suit the new Japanese metro style train that we've got going on. Could do, don't know, but you're going to have to tune in to find out. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.